Look at him. He's just dickered. Just dickered, boys. Son of a bitch.
Yo, yo. Class A, and macro. Not connected, not elected to participate. Bouncing down the stems will make your head hurt. Enjoy the takes. Says her whose head burns from hearing.
Welcome back to Take Her Wide, friends. This is episode 245. This episode is brought to you by the following sponsors. Let me switch it up here. Dave Levitt Photography. Dave is a photographer here in Cambridge. If you're looking for some good photos, if you need a website, or if you need music video, Dave is the man. He's done Fuck the Facts of Solitude. He did Gruber's Understatement. Did Sab's Guest of Honor. And yeah, rad as fuck dude. He's been supporting this from the first show, so show him love. WellingtonBrewery.ca, they're Canada's oldest independently owned microbrewery. They make delicious beers. They craft award-winning beers in small batches using the freshest, all-natural ingredients. They pride themselves in being an active member of the community. They take part in countless events, and they support charitable causes. They had the Queen of Craft Grisette beer, or the Queen of Craft Grisette, beer, which is... I had it, and it's delicious, and 25 cents of each can gets donated to the Guelph Wellington Women in Crisis. So go support a beer company that is helping out in the community. Wellington Brewery. Dapper Beard Oil. Dapper Beard Oil. If you're looking for a beard oil made by hand and made with heart, Andrew at Dapper Beard Oil has that. If you go to dapperbeardoil.com, you can browse the products. He's got the gold tusk, the black tusk. He's seen press in GQ, Huffington Post, CBC. It's a great beard oil. It's ethically sourced. It helps hydrate, and it'll help repair your beard. It's antibacterial. It reduces beard dandruff. It's 100% all natural ingredients. And he's doing a cool thing where if you use promo code TAKERWIDE free ship, you get free shipping. So grab some beard oil from Dapper Beard Oil. Ironclad Graphics, they provide the shirts that I have. Sorry, I'm dying here. And they're from Kingston. They ship coast to coast. They have competitive pricing, and they do a lot of merch. They do shirts, hats, koozies, stickers, patches, fucking everything. Ironcladgraphics.com has all the information. Go check it out if you're looking for someone to do your shirts. Kevin Rigo of Hefner Toyota is a car salesman. Jeez, sorry, I'm sick right now. And he's an honest dude. He's my good friend. Kevin, I just saw him this last weekend, and we had a real wholesome family dinner and played games, and he's I think just an honest guy. I think that's the most important thing when you're dealing with a car salesman. I vouch for this dude 100%. If you or your family or friends or anyone you know is looking for a new car and is in around the 519 area, go see Kevin. It won't hurt just to go talk to him, see what they have. Mention the show, get special pricing on new vehicles. So go see Kevin. 3121 King Street East in Kitchener. Last couple of ones here is DFA Tattoos. DFA Tattoos is a tattoo shop in Montreal. It's a collective of driven and skilled artists with the goal of creating the best tattoos. They do everything. Walk-ins, customs, portraits, bolds, everything. They have so many artists there, and they're all just top-notch artists, 100%. I've seen them grow and grow and grow, so just a great place to go. Clean and safe and well-informed. Just a really good place. So 328 St. Catherine Est in Montreal. If you're looking for some tats, find them at dfatattoos.com or on Instagram. And lastly, Heartbeat Hot Sauce. If you're looking for some bomb-ass hot sauce, I could just say all the greatest things about this company that I could. But until you try it, you won't get it. But it's probably the best hot sauce I've ever had. It's not blow your asshole out hot. It's like good. It's delicious. It's hot, but the applications of it are everything. Waffles, fucking burgers, fucking. If you guys just, I think, haven't heard of them, and if you've heard of Hot Ones, they were on Hot Ones season 6, which I think is a huge fucking deal. HeartbeatHotSauce.com has everything you need as far as the information and where to buy it. Or if you use promo code TAKERWIDE5, you'll get 5% off your cart. And that helps when you're making a big order and going in with some friends. It's just super good hot sauce. They have many different types. I like the red habanero personally. But just, super proud to have all these sponsors on. Just follow them on Facebook, like them, follow their Instagram, mention them, and to your friends. These people believe in this show, so that means so much to me. So please go support them. So yeah, for this episode, I spoke to Mike from Bummer. Bummer is a band from Kansas City, Missouri. Their new record, Holy Terror, came out August 24th. It rips so hard. And yeah, we had a chat about the next tour they have coming up and names on passports and gear and I don't know, all the shit that this show is. So let me just get right into it. This is 245 with Mike. So what are you up to, man? You guys jamming tonight or you just chilling?
Yeah, we're jamming tomorrow. Today we're on. Fuck, I didn't have shit going on today. But how's it going out there? Where are you at exactly?
I'm outside of Toronto. I'm like an hour out. Like the Sabatini guys are in Montreal, but I'm
Okay.
well, I'm like 6 hours away from those guys.
Yeah. So you just make that. What do you do for like practice and shit?
Just practice at home and then meet up with the dudes and like rip a set and then go on tour.
I mean, that works. I mean, if you can do the shit at home and you like for writing and stuff, do you guys like just kind of meet up? Is that when you like?
I come up there. Like I'll go up there and normally like I was going up there a lot more. I haven't been going up frequently as of late, but I would just go up and we would just bang out ideas in the jam hall and then like one mic demo it and then fuck around. But for this last record, they just sent me riffs and I just
Being spontaneous works best with that shit. If you just meet up and you guys have been playing for like 10 years, right?
Yeah, man. It's the 11th year this year.
Damn, yeah, that's tight that you guys. So I've been listening to you guys for like since like 2014.
That's crazy, dude. Did you
That's
catch
the way I was.
Did you catch a show down
What up?
there? I was gonna say, did you catch a show when we were down there at some point?
My buddy, I used to play in a band called Canyons.
Oh, word. Okay, Bobby and those guys.
Yeah, they got a bunch of KC members like in and out, and it's funny because
Crazy.
Sam Hutchinson, our drummer, played in Canyons too when I was playing. Because I've known our drummer Sam since I was like 16.
Wow.
So Bobby was in your guys. He actually showed us your shit like way back in like, yeah, it was like 2014. Because I think that was when is it Dog Years?
Dog
Is it the
Years.
album with the with the fluffy ass Muppet
Yeah.
looking? Yeah, he showed us that. So,
That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's all. Yeah, it's we know Bobby and Punch and all them. Yeah, for sure. They're all awesome.
I met Bobby. Like 06 or something.
Oh damn! All right.
Yeah, I used to play in this band.
Before Canyons.
Yeah, before I played somewhere down there, and he was one of the. I
Was
played
it
in
Marshall, Missouri?
Yeah, it was like a roller rink or something.
Is it? It was like Bister, Buster. It's like Mig stuff, Mug stuff, like MUG, like Bister. It's like Bister Muff stuff or something like that. I can't. I remember. Was it like a barn setup, like metal wall?
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
I can't. I feel horrible for not remembering. I didn't live out there, but I heard great stories about bands coming through there.
It was cool, man. He was like, my band was like a weirdo kind of artsy fartsy band, and he was like,
what was it?
It was this band called Tugnut. It was like a experimental metal thing, but he was one of the dudes that like actually liked us and threw us a good show. So I was like, oh, this guy's the fucking best.
He's awesome.
He is awesome, man. Shit. So what are you doing for work?
I'm doing this thing called DoorDash right now. It's like if you've heard of Uber Eats, it's like a food delivery deal just for now, just because, I don't know, there's jobs I had for, like, I'd be able to keep them for a year or two, but with, like, us going out so much, I'm just trying to do food delivery, and I've done, like, stock jobs, warehouse jobs, just because I just kind of bounce around while we're...
Does that fucking
so,
Uber Eats thing or whatever, is it, like, decent cash? Like, or is it a pain in the ass, or what?
In the middle of America, it's decent. But I guess on the West Coast, East Coast, they can make about like $750 to $800 for working about like 50, 60 hours.
Damn.
Which is pretty. That's nuts out there. Like here, I don't know. I'm working right now about like 30, 35, and I make about like 350 or 400. It's with gas and everything. It's worth it.
I see them. I see those gigs posted online, and like I'm kind of trying to find work sometimes, and it's like But my town is like suburban, like I don't even know if any like we might have Uber, but like 2 cars or something.
I was always worried about Uber just because like I don't know, I'm decent with people, you know, when I'm getting paid at a job or something, but like unless it's a bud or something, I don't know if I want to take randos like around everywhere.
I was
but it's money.
It is. I was just in Montreal and we saw this guy, older guy, just sour driving. He looked so pissed. And there's this young like girl like hanging out, barfing out, and it's like, oh, that's Uber there. Like, fuck.
He's gonna have to clean. That's probably all over his door.
He was
like,
so pissed, man. Yeah.
Man.
But you guys
like
are
food service industry, any of that food, whatever, like I don't know, customer service. It's you got to have a lot of respect for people that do that shit.
It's nuts when people are shitty though. Like I served for a bit too, and like I don't know, I'm really hard to send the food back type of shit. Just it's like whatever, man. The service industry blows.
I'm the same way. It could be the wrong. I could order chicken fingers and they bring me a burger. I'm like, dude, that's fine. I don't. It's whatever.
Yeah,
like I don't care.
I'll still eat it.
Food. Right. Yeah.
This fucking Facebook video thing has a slight delay, so we'll probably be like bouncing off each other's sentences, but whatever. It is what it is.
I try my hardest not to like.
It's the delay.
I'm used to people interrupting me, so I'm always like I've gone on my way, always like growing up to like not interrupt people, so I feel bad every time. I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
I'm so used to it, like at this point, because it's not face to face, and it's like I don't know, FaceTime it all has a delay, but whatever, man. You guys are going on tour soon, right?
Yeah, we're going on tour. God, that's coming up.
Like 2 weeks?
In a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like November 24th through the 9th, and we're going with our buddies in Hyborian. They're a local band. They play some pretty sweet anything with riffs. I love, so they fucking come up with riffs and
sick.
We're just going out for a couple of short and sweet. Just hitting up a lot of cities that we've been to a couple times, so it'll be fun. We got buddies everywhere. We're excited to see and hang out and shit. They're in the same stuff as us. So we always love going on tour. Yeah.
Is this the first tour since the release of the record? No.
Yeah, I'd say so, because we did some out of town shows. Like we had one. I think the most recent one was Lexington, Kentucky. We played with Big Biz, just because they're playing out in Kansas City, and we opened up that show, and we're like, fuck. They wanted another local. They hit us up. I was like, dude, we'll go play that.
That's cool.
For now, just an out of town. We did an out of town gig. That's like I think the only one we've done. So this would be a nice tour. Like I like going out. Like this is gonna be short for me. I like being out for a month or like so if I can. Hell, I would be out all the time if I could.
That's interesting, man. Like I don't ever really want to do a month ever again. Like I'm like 10 days, 12 days. I'm good.
You've been doing it for like. That's so long, like I'm still doing it too. Like
maybe I just must be what it is.
I didn't tour much when I was younger because I started playing live music when I was like maybe 13 or 14, like playing in bands at shows and stuff. But I didn't start touring really hard until like I was around 21, 22, and I'm 26 now. So I'm still like woo, even though I'm like your whole body hurts. You don't know what the fuck. You're confused the whole time. You're like, well, I don't know what day it is. Like, wait, hold on. Load-in's at 2 p.m., but the show's at 8. Or like, because we play house shows and shit. So like doing the venues and stuff, they're so strict that it's just like you just fucking go out. You're gonna have a good time when you get to the venue, hang out. Like that makes it worth it. Just hanging, playing.
Yeah, that's it's interesting because you guys was that the load-in times for that horse tour you guys did, where it's like load in at 3 type shit.
It wasn't that bad. It was like 4 or 5, but like the show wouldn't start until like 9 or 10. So you're like, hold on. So we got to do this drive, and we should have been there an hour ago, but we were already speeding. Like, and they just wanted to. Dude, they're on their shit. Like, they're on their stuff. But, I don't know, some of those, when it comes to, like, all right, you got load in, van call, or, like, it's like, no, we don't do that crap. We'll make sure we're there when around loading. Like,
I don't know if you know the Yautja guys, but I just saw them up here, and they were kind of talking about the Big Boy tour they're on, which is, I thought was so fucking funny, because it's like, it's like big time. Like, they had legit laminates, and, like, they had crazy early load-ins. But like, yeah, it's
It's weird.
big boys, man. Big playing with the fucking.
Yeah, that's tight. It's cool as fuck. Yacha's fucking. They're great.
Oh, best.
They
band.
got rid.
Best band.
I just what run are they on right now?
They just finished the Revocation Exhumed Rivers of Nile tour. Yeah.
Damn, that's
big
Where
boys.
did they play like a month long like opening like?
That's a good question. I think it was like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or like I know that
those long ones.
Ooh.
They must dig them. That's why it's tight. That like those bands were like, fuck yeah, let's get Yacha like to do it. That's so great.
So dope, man. You know, I'm curious with the release of the record because like I only really started hearing you cats with this record. Actually, Shawnee from the Sabatini's like, oh, you got to check out this band. And does it seem like there's a bunch of attention on you guys now? Like, because just let's say simply as the Bandcamp little squares that are like, I like this record. There's like a whole bunch of them. So it seems like there's this big like whoop.
I just I don't like pay attention a ton. Like what I'll do, I like checking out reviews because when I was younger, I used to not give a shit about like I'd be like, dude, I'm playing music, whatever. Now I'm more like I like people's input or like their like kind of they're like, oh, you sound like this, and this. I'm like, that's tight. That's a different combo I've never heard before. I'm just interested now. So like the only time I find out shit being said about it is if I'm reposting it for Facebook or some shit, or if it's like an interview and I'm like, hey, maybe they want to check this out. So like, it seems like I think any band when they do a full length, if they're one of those bands that just does singles or EPs, or I think with any band, like I was saying, it's just it comes out, I think people are going to be interested. So yeah, we've had a little bit more interest, I think, but I think it's just because like, oh, we got a full length. People are like, oh, that band's got a full length. They've been playing for like 6 years, and this is their full length. All right, I'll check it out. Which is, I'm picky. The boys are picky. We're like perfectionists on shit. Like I throw out so many songs, so like I just like throw them away. Like, that's gross. Like, so it's cool seeing people interested for sure, and it's sweet seeing people from all over the like world too. Like. Especially Canada, like we got usually it's KC people that are interested, so it's cool seeing people pop up in different spots.
Yeah, I kind of like I'm kind of an example of that where it's like, oh shit, like there's fucking a million bands doing the thing, so it's interesting. Well, it's just because the music's good, but like those little like bloop that like those little like, hey, check these guys out, and then everyone's like, oh my god, you got to check these guys out. I feel like you guys are a band like that.
It's just a small world, dude. Like with you guys, because we've been listening to your shit since like 2014, and Bobby and all them. It's just people who like riffs or like everybody. You guys get it. So
yeah, it's cool, man. Because the fucking music, like that record, is so good, man. It's fucking so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh god.
I'd say your guys is the 2 songs I got off the Bandcamp right now. Your new ones, I'm like, woo!
I'm stoked on the whole record.
That album cover too. Who did the album cover?
So Shawnee made all those toys except for one, and then
that's good.
Yeah, it's cool. And then he had a friend do the photography for it. But Shawnee's like the creative fucking genius of that band, man. 100%.
I collect like bootleg toys and shit. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, all right, that's so cool. Like,
he did he did a limited edition 5 figures that like it's kind of like a bonus of the album with like a special cover and like these 5 little toys, and just they sold out like crazy.
A variant.
Oh yeah, just like it's cool,
that's
man.
Sick.
Yeah, it's really cool that
that's great.
Yeah, people are because he's of that world that's like, I don't know, like collectible, and he sees the effort that bands and stuff make in those extra little steps. And he appreciates that. Yeah. Even as simple as this, where we did a 7-inch and there was like a little ribbon around the 7-inch. Simple little touches that some people might not really care about, but it's cool that Shawnee is the creative visionary of the band, and he can like make an album that's toys and then make toys to go with the album. It's like, I kind of geek out about that too.
It just fits. The music, it fits like perfectly. Like I feel like a lot of people, they won't get into album artwork, or they don't care about packaging. They just want to put the music out there. But it's like, I think it depends on the person, but I've always been into art growing up. So like, I feel like if I'm going to put music out, I want people to get like everything. I want them to get sick ass music, art, like hook them up, like give them something. Cause it's not records aren't cheap. When I buy vinyl, I mean, like new band's records me like $20, but I'm like, if I dig the band enough, I'm gonna get it because it's like they gave enough of a shit to put it out.
Big
like,
time, man.
So.
It's cool that especially with that record, like if we did that on a CD, it pops so much more on a 12-inch. The colors, and I love that about records. It's just like the art, is so big. Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man.
You like holding it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something really cool about that. It's really cool seeing my kid. He's like 3, and he'll start pick out records, and it's like, I wonder if he'll have a memory of like seeing cool records.
That's tight, especially when they're little ones. Like they, I don't know, something like that sticks out to them. It sticks with them the rest of their lives. Like, and I don't know how many albums I've came across where I just went off the album cover.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was Nirvana's Nevermind. Back in Texas, I had a babysitter that used to jam that shit, and I remember just seeing the baby when I was younger. Like, that's so weird. And then it, like, in high school, like middle school, I forgot when I started getting into it, but it's like, I don't know, album covers, like, that's how a lot of people find out about shit. They just see that and they're like, I'm gonna remember that. Like, because you can't just listen to it by walking by it. So like, album covers are kind of important. I feel like they don't have to be, but I feel like to me, album covers are, they're part of it.
It's like, I think of your album cover for like, I'm trying to make sure I don't say it wrong. I'm such a half-head. It's Holy Terror, right? That record.
Yeah, I'm horrible with names too. Like, I don't usually pay attention to track lists. I just listen to it and I'm like, that's that album.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the song name.
But the cover of it is a cool cover. It's like, it's not so much I can hear it, but the cover suits the music 100%, and it's as simple as like, obviously there's big gear in this and that, but I don't know, like, well, it really works really, really well. It's a really cool cover. How did you guys come to that?
I'm glad you see it. Like, I feel like I was saying, album covers are important, and that's actually just a picture this dude named Zach from Kansas City took. We were playing a Record Store Day show. And our vocalist actually works at a record store, and they were opening a new spot. And he's like, hey, my manager wants us to play this, like, record store day thing. We're like, all right, we'll do it. So we just set up our gear. He took the picture, and he's like, hey, I took some pics. Here you go. And I think ever since, like, a couple years ago when we got that pic, we're like, that's simple. It's our setup. Like, it's not like dummy cabs and shit. That's just, like, our live gig. So, like, we were like, let's just use it. It's simple. It already had Bummer on it. I'm like, oh, just throw Holy Terror on there. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
It works.
We just wanted to keep it simple. We get us.
I think it's like honest in a weird way, like, because it's not like crazy wall of amps. It's like so personal. It's like this is our gear that we played through.
It's that. Huh. I like old school album covers too. Like, I just like, as much as I love, like, we were originally going to try to get someone to illustrate something. It didn't work out just because the drawing they did we weren't into, and they didn't really want to. It just kept coming back and forth. So we were running out of time, and I was like, dude, we'll hit up our buddy Josh Wilkinson. He does design, and he just was like, we gave him the album cover. I told him what font to use, and he just went with it. And I was like, dude, I should have just downloaded Illustrator and Photoshop and done it myself. But I'm like, Josh knows what he's doing. I know you'll do it really quick, so.
Cool.
It's kind of a last minute thing that ended up working out, and we were like, all right, let's go with it.
It looks awesome, man. Did he do like the layout, like the back and everything too?
He did the layout, yeah. We basically told him was like, hey, this is the album cover. He's awesome with layouts. He can get them done so quick. And when he gets into he's in the same music as us, so when he gets stoked on something, he gets at it hard, and he got it done in like a couple of days, if that. I think he said he got it done in a couple. Yeah, he's a good dude. Like, he runs a record label too out here, and he's done a shit tons for Kansas City.
Is that the High Dive? No, is that the?
No, this is he runs a label called The Company out here.
Okay.
Look them up whenever you get a chance. They got a bunch of really good heavy Kansas City bands on there, and he's just done a shit ton. He does design, so he does gig posters. Like, when he's got bands come out on his label, he does like the fucking promo shit for them, like everything. And he just gives a shit about music, and he wants KC to do well. And you can cool. Definitely tell he doesn't. He's all walk, no talk. He just does it.
How did you guys record the album? Was it live off the floor, or was it like to track, like to clicks and shit?
Live. Fuck, I don't know if you guys do live too, right?
The last record we did was live off the floor, but the other, like Dog Years
and this-
was like clicked out and like everything like that.
If you can do it, if you're used to it, it's just we're not used to it. So like, and even the people we've recorded with, they're like, just do it live. Like all of us are in the band. We've all known each other for over 10 years, and I think we kind of just do stuff off muscle memory, and it's just it was just easier live. If we had been sat down and isolated, like each one of us like split up, like it would have been a nightmare. So we just did it live.
Yeah, well, it's
just easier.
Yeah, after doing this Sabs one, I was a little hesitant to do it live off the floor, just because I don't know, it's kind of scary. But it's totally to what you said. Like I've been playing with those guys for so long, and it's just natural to just fucking. It was no problem at all to do it live off the floor. Like we're
easy.
tight
You
enough.
guys probably knocked it out fast too.
Yeah, 100%. It was super fast.
You saved money. Producers happy. Like
it was really fast. Except there's a violin on one of the tunes, and Shawnee learned how to like play his part for it, but couldn't nail it. Like the engineer was kind of like, I can call someone in. Everything was fucking fast and pretty seamless. The violin part took a while. Took a while, but it ended
up getting it in.
He ended up getting it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, live off the floor, I'm super happy with how ours sounded, and yours like it sounds great, and there's a feel too that's probably live off the floor. You know, you catch a feel.
I think I feel like it's the easiest way to do shit. I know a lot of people do it tracking, or because they don't live in the same spot, so they kind of have to do it that way. But I feel like it's easier to just kind of do it live, and then if you want to overdub stuff, like we obviously had like Matt, since we're a trio, we don't have a second guitarist. He went in and overdubbed second guitar, and then he did vocals. But like to get the basic meat of it, the bare bones, I think live's the way to go.
Did you guys? Yeah. Did you guys change any gear in the studio, or did you just use like what's on the album cover, or what'd you guys use?
I think the cab was the same and the head was the same, because I used to use this head. It's an acoustic head.
Okay.
I had that thing for like 5 or 6 years, and I think Matt used like a 2x12. It was like a PV. I think he used to record, but the studio we're at, they had a bunch of like Marshall amps and like Fender amps. So like he experimented a little bit. I can't even remember what he used, and then Sam used his kit.
Cool.
So
I was gonna ask about drummers too. Like I was looking back, and there's like Brummer currently is, and there's like there's like a Thomas on an album, and like is it just because so the first one is it's like a live picture.
He was Sam too.
It was Sam.
His name was Sam Hunter. He was our like first drummer, and then Thomas came, and then Sam.
Okay.
Sam Hutchinson, the guy we've had now, and my buddy. We've known him for a bit. Yeah.
So it's just like the other guys just didn't work out, or like how come Sam's the drummer and not the other guys?
I would say first dude, he was awesome. We kind of just stopped. I think he just stopped being like. He was more like a pocket drummer, and you could tell he wasn't putting a lot of effort into it. And like, he's an awesome dude, but like Matt and I are like, dude, like, do you want us to write your drum parts? Like, what's going on? Like, it was just pocket drummer. Like, this ain't working out. So we hit up the dude we used to play with, Thomas. Me and Matt were in a band together of his, like, even a year or two before that, and he was the guy drumming in that. So we were like, all right, well, why don't we just use Thomas? And he's a solid drummer, but he's more into, like, Blink-182, like, super tight, like, almost robotic, which is awesome. Because he loves pop music, and I'm into pop music, and I'm into everything. Uh-huh. So he was perfect on all the time, like nailing, never fucking up. But we were like, we want someone a little bit more like open and loose. Like I love really big drum kits and boomy. Like it's just Thomas. He's more snappy, and he's into cars and stuff, and he ended up going to school for it. So I think it was just kind of they weren't interested, and the dude we have now, he's super into our music just because we all grew up on the same stuff, and it's just working out better with him for sure.
Yeah. Did you tour with any of those other guys, or have you always toured with Sam, like Hutchinson?
The drummer before Hutchinson, Thomas, we only did like one little like short week tour with him, and he wasn't into touring either, which is like, I don't know, you got a member that doesn't want to tour, you either got to get her a replacement for like it's just at that it's just like at that point you might as well swap them out. And it's like, I get it, some people don't want to go out and shit, but it's like, if it's a band that's heavily touring, it just makes it difficult for everybody. They gotta teach somebody the new songs. Like,
yeah, totally.
I just I'm glad Sam's into the same stuff. We're not gonna tour forever, but he's still at a point like we are. We're like, all right, we're fine with like sleeping on wooden or concrete floors. Like, we're just doing it because we love it. Like, so we're all about it.
That's awesome, man.
It's just working out with him.
What do you guys drive? What's your tour van? Excuse me.
You're good, man. That's let's say shit.
I use a caravan. That's what we tour in.
Let's say I don't know much about cars. It's like an old Chevy. It's like a
stocked van.
You gotta. Oh wait. So you got the tall like
mine
the ones you can like stand in.
No. I wish. Mine's like total soccer mom. Like total like. Yeah, like
that's ours.
Yeah.
Yep. Ours is just like, it's like a seafoam, like green, like like that '90s like green. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. I feel
it's got like church stickers on it and shit, but it's like it helps because when you're out on the road, you're gonna get pulled over several times. Like, it's just part of it, and we're like, all right, we'll keep those church stickers on. Like,
man,
we'll keep it on. It'll help a little bit.
The first Sabatini van was the same sort of thing. It's some sort of church group that they would use to bring people, and like, oh yeah, keep that on. Like, like, especially like when we were crossing the border, just like anything, right, to just get fucked with less.
To help, yeah, like clean, and the ones you get from churches, they're clean as hell. Like, you get gear from there. Yeah. Vans they'll sell. Like, they got. I mean, they're. It helps having that little church like logo on the side too, or the sticker. Like, go for it. Like, there was less trouble, make it easier to get to the gigs. Like,
yeah, man. There is this fucking band. I work at this hotel, and across the street is a college, like a church college. And I don't know if the band was from there or not, but it was a band of these college kids that the church funded, and like brand new big fucking van, like a brown van, like a new big ass van with a matching trailer, big decal logo on the side, and it's like, man, I'm in the wrong gig. Shit.
I just feel like they're making themselves an easy target. Like,
totally.
It's just kind of like putting free. Like, I don't know. Like, you're driving around with a trailer. That's easy to just snip, like, take out, like, and you have the band name on it too. People know. Like, I wonder what's in there. This is a band. They probably have gear. Like, I feel like disguise. I don't know. I like we got tinted windows. Like, we still put cardboard over them too in the back, just because it's like, I don't want people to see this thousands of dollars of gear in this van. Like, totally. I just don't want to risk it. I'm always on my shit. Like, I always watching my stuff. Like, I think I just maybe overstress about. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, it's like they're babies. Like, I gotta.
Oh, big time.
You got a 3-year-old. I don't have any.
No, I know.
It's like my baby. So I feel like I'm just like, I treat it like this is my life right here. Like, I lose this shit, it's gonna set me back. Like,
man, and it's the truth. It is your life. Like, it would really fuck you over hard to lose all that, because it's an accumulation of fucking 10 years of $100 here, $500 there.
Up.
Woo, lots of money.
I trade stuff. Like, a lot of musicians, they just trade gear, and you work your way up. Like,
yeah, totally. It's like that story of the lady who like bought a house by trading. It started off with like a paper clip, and then got like a pen. It's like a total like this trade, and eventually like got a house or something. Seems like a lot of work.
Just negotiate, and music gear is not cheap. So when you can find it for a decent price, it's worth putting up with Craigslist or going online and be like, all right, I'm gonna meet this person at some sketchy ass like gas station or like some field, or like it makes it worth it. So.
Do you have like a coveted piece of gear? Like, is it your bass, or like an old piece of gear that you would just really be broken over with if you lost?
I would say now I do. Growing up, I would trade stuff so often. I'm not like super. I don't get attached to stuff really much, but now I got a bass set up by this company out here.
Oh, cool.
They made me like a custom bass, and I was like, damn, I'll use that thing. I would cry. Like I usually play PD basses and Fender basses, and I had the cash. I wanted to spend it on something I would hold on for the rest of my life. I just wanted something like made to where I'm going to be comfortable on it, never want to trade it, anything. And I got that. So that's the only thing I'd be like, yo, I'd fucking lose it.
Is it like arm's length away? Like, can I see it? Is it right there or no?
Oh, you know what? I can go grab it from upstairs
Yeah,
really quick.
let me
if you
see
want
it.
to.
Yeah, let me pause this real quick.
Sorry, it took a second.
It's all good. So what's the company called?
It's hard to. I've never figured out how to like ask them how to pronounce it, and it's called like I think it's Safe or Soif Guitars. It's SEUF.
SEUF. Huh? There she is. I saw that picture today.
They're Mark and Sean Penetcher. They're this like Wonder Twins, what everyone calls them. They're just these group of twins that make kick-ass stuff like from scratch. They build all their shit, and I don't know, they're so damn nice. And I was looking for a bass, and I was like, dude, I shouldn't spend all this the cash that was, I was saving up for, emergency out on tour, like if a head goes out or something. But I'm like, I need a bass I'm comfortable, and I'm sick of like getting my hand all cut up on my fret wire, or like I want something comfortable. They're decently priced, like they hook it up. So
nice, man. There it is.
Awesome.
So
yeah, I just yeah. Simple.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, was it like I want this type of wood, or was it just kind of like here's my budget and they made you something?
It was like a little bit of both. Like we talked on Facebook, going back and forth, and I really have always been into. Gibson had this run of guitars called Raw Power SGs, and they're Gibson SGs with like metallic bodies. Like they had a gold one, olive green, like weird colors you're not usually seeing, and they all had like maple necks. And I just thought that was really crazy to see like a Gibson with a pale neck and the metallic body. So I was like, I'm gonna go with gold and black, and I love P basses too. So
nice.
I told them I wanted like a jazz neck and just a P bass, and they hit me up with sizes and stuff. And I'm like, well, what do you suggest? Because I don't know a ton about like exactly how many inches. Like, I know like neck shapes and stuff, but I don't. They're all they get into it. So yeah.
Hell yeah, man. When did you get it? Like yesterday? No.
I've had it for about a week now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Have you done a gig with it yet?
Not yet. I actually there was a show I was gonna play, and I ended up we were pretty far distances, and I was like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna be able to drive all the way down there to pick it up just so I can play it tonight. I'll come by tomorrow. I still had to pay him, so I just paid him the next day, grabbed it. So I have not played a show with it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
What is the first gig gonna be with it?
I think that tour coming up. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be. I usually just get cheap ass gear and trade it around. So this is like my first like big boy like instrument. I was like, all right, this is not like a $200 guitar that I could just trade, or it's gonna snap in half. And I'm like, well, I gotta glue it back together. It's just like I don't know. When it comes to gear, I try not to spend I always get shit used. I usually never buy a new like. This is like a new thing, so it's a little different for me.
It's exciting, man. Like, but it's also kind of, it's in pristine condition right now. So, like, I haven't seen you guys play live, but like, it's like what?
Oh, it's gonna get gross.
Yeah.
you guys get sweaty. You know how it is. Like, you guys are all drenched. You're playing in like swamp venues, swamp basements. Like, it's gonna take a beating. But the nice thing about those guys, they gig too, and they build stuff that can take it. Like it'll be nice having a bridge that's not going to come off, or like have the tuner shit out. Like it should last. Like I got this because I'm like, I want to still be playing this in 20 something years.
Hell yeah.
Like
hell yeah, man. What do you play? What is your breakdown? Like pedals and shit like that? Like there's some gearheads that listen to this, so they might care. I'm a drummer, so I don't know. I'm like, oh, cool. You have a metal zone? I don't know.
See, I'm the same. I wish I knew more about drums. I just like, there's things I'm like, all right, that's how, like that sounds good. Like those drums sound awesome. That's all I can I just we're all into like fuzzes and distortions, and I use a Proco Rat clone. There's this company called Fuzzrocious Pedals, and they make crazy stuff, and they make this little. It's a guitar pedal, the Proco Rat. I think a lot of guitarists, everybody's heard of them. There's a mod on it it's just supposed to be able to handle low end better. So I just use that and a tuner. That's it. And then our guitarist, he uses a Proco Rat, and he's got like some delays. I think it's like a TC Electronics delay.
Yeah.
And shit, I can't even see. I like gear, but I'm not into researching it that much. I just kind of pick and choose.
You know what I could say is like you're not like a weenie about gear. Like some people are like turn into weenies. Like, okay, man, like, you know, you speak like you could ring off a bunch of stuff. I really don't know because I'm not like a gear guy either. But that's perfect. I think how you hit it is perfect.
It's just I like what I like, and I usually just experiment, and that's what our other like Matt and Sam do the same stuff. Like they love gear, but they don't memorize like years stuff was made or like there's like I use this is what I like it.
Yeah.
Like it's just
what about your head? What's your head right now?
It's a Gallion Kruger head. It's an solid state heads. I always like using solid state heads just because I love tube amps, but you go on tour, those things get fucked, and tubes are expensive as shit. And I don't know. I feel like solid state's reliable. You can get them to sound good. Mm-hmm. So it's like a solid state head from like the 80s.
Cool. And
it gets pretty loud. It does the trick. So it's just simple. I just like simple, loud amps and simple pedal setup. Like I don't want to have to worry about dialing in too much stuff, you know.
There's when I think of those giant pedal boards, it's bold because it's like I hope you know how to fix this when it fucks up.
That's the worst part. Like I think Matt's only got like 5, but a lot of them he just uses for like noise in between shit, so it's not awkward because he mostly just uses like 2 pedals and that's it. But when his shit goes out, he only has 5, and he's still having to sit there, unplug everything, and it's like, dude, like I'm sure the drummer's just sitting here like, oh my fuck, like I just came up here, set my shit up, I'm ready to do this shit.
Yep.
When you got guitarists and bassists, they're sitting there having to unplug everything. That's nuts, especially when you see guitars with like 3 pedal boards and they're like dancing. Oh my
god, I have no idea how.
I can't multitask. I can't do that. Like not that much already, and I wouldn't want to have to worry about it.
Oh yeah, a lot of things could go wrong. It makes me think that's almost like a big huge pedal board, like a huge one is the equivalent of a drummer touring with like a rack and like a rack on. I saw one dude once. Like it was a rack, and then on top of it was another rack, and he just basically pulled up to the venue in his truck with the drums set up and just pulled it off. It's like, wow, you never tour. That's fine. I get it.
It's just like something he's doing maybe once every like couple months.
Yeah,
he just wants to show off. He's like, I'm gonna show you all my toys. Like,
yeah, it's show and tell.
I like simple. Like, and I feel like when you guys play, your dudes got the big rigs too, just because you guys like we're all into music. You like feeling it. Like I feel like that's a part of it. And so it's worth carrying around the 810s and the cabs, but it's like if you're not going to use it, like go use a combo or something. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just
I like the feeling
of
the feel of there's a good sounding band like Ken Mode's a band I can think of that just sounds great, and you feel it. You know, it's kind of like this is what I like. It's annoying when you have sound guys that don't get it.
It's just, I think a lot of them just don't get, we're like, all right, we're going to primarily use stage volume. You know, you don't have to blast it out of the PA system. Just use the PA system to get some of the, like, I don't know, shit that's not coming out off the stage. Like, I think a lot of sound people, I'm not trying to talk shit on because they're fucking superheroes and stuff you have to deal with. It's just like, there's a lot of sound people that get it. They use the PA system and dial stuff in to help the stage sound. They don't try to replicate it and make it louder. It just doesn't work out that way.
It's a bummer that like those cool type of sound guys are like they're smaller in number, and that's just how it is, and it is what it is. Like,
But they're good. They're gone all the time.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah. And you don't want to be a dick because then they're just gonna fuck with your sound. But
it's like fucking with your server.
Yeah.
Don't screw with the person that's feeding you. Like, I try to never be a dickhead to the sound guy. I mean, we've had sound guys be dicks to us, and then we're like, all right, fuck you. But if we don't know them and they're being nice, we're not going to go out of our way to be dicks. Like, and it's rare when you run the sound person that's just going to be an asshole just because they want to. That just barely happens. But,
yeah, I saw it was like a meme or something of you guys, and it's like someone with like a flamethrower, and it's like stage volume, and then there's like the bar owners. It's like it's real. I should pull it up for people like listening at some point.
I know what you're talking about. All my buddies that play music or they're in bands that are touring, they all play loud too. So I don't know how many times I saw the thing get reposted, and I'm like, yeah, no, I fucking, you all get it.
Yeah,
like, you guys, I saw that shit getting thrown around. I'm like, oh, good. That's great. They get it.
You guys did you guys do Calgary recently?
Yeah, we were actually, that's coming. The shit thing about that is we were supposed to be playing, it's a birthday party for the guys they've been out to a bunch of our shows, and his wife was having a birthday party and she wanted us to come play, so they're flying us out there and shit. And the passport stuff didn't work out. Like, as dumb as it sounds, I was filling everything out. I was at the post office and I wrote down Mike instead of Michael. The whole reason fucked everything up is because they're like, well, you need to show us identification that says you're Mike Gustafson. You're Michael Robert. So I called them up. They're like, you need to get a new driver's license. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to go get this shit. And then I'm about to change, like, and there's just all this crap. They're like, oh, great. So now I'm going to have to legally change my name to Mike. It's like, I'm Mike. I'm Mike. Michael. Like, you don't have people named Philip and Phil and Steven and Steve fill out. They're like, nope. Huge shit storm. I'm like, shit. I expedited it. They take your cash back too. So the application and all that, those fees, they just take it. And like, you got to reapply within 90 days. I'm like, we got to go. It's November 11th. So like, I was on this shit like a month or two ago, like getting shit going. And I didn't get the letter until I think the 26th of October. And I'm like, great. So I'm going to get denied, but you guys waited this long. Like, this sucks. So we can't go out there, which sucks ass because they got a whole show booked. They're super nice people, kick-ass bands. We were excited as hell to go, too. So we are not going out to Canada.
Well, there's always another time. Like, I'm sure if they were willing to fly you guys.
Canada's great. I love Canada.
You've done it, yeah, because I saw you guys did like Coalition in Toronto, which is a bummer because I'm like, fuck, I just missed the boat on that. But you guys have been like close to me.
We've been there. We've been up to Canada twice, so I will definitely go back up. It's especially in the van too. Like, I got my passport. We can drive into Canada. I can't fly until I get this shit figured out. So the whole problem is that we were flying there. We can drive to Canada. So if we do it, we'll run up East Coast and go up into Canada. We'll definitely come back. Canada's one of our favorite spots to play for sure.
Cool, man. Yeah, fuck, that's super exciting. Like, when I was looking back on shit, I saw that date. Like, yeah, Toronto is like an hour from me. So, well, past this tour, what else is planned?
I honestly don't know. We kind of I think we're just going to keep jamming. We'll probably try to write more songs. We're always pumping shit out. We don't have any tours planned. We're definitely going to want to do a spring tour and a summer tour, though. We'll just see what happens. I mean, luckily, it's been awesome. We've had, bands ask us to open up for them. So when it comes to booking, we were used to booking house shows. And it's just kind of one of the things we find out about a tour we're going to do. It might be 2 or 3 months ahead of time. We're like, all right, cool. We got something going on now. So it's mostly just kind of working here and then talking to people and like, all right, well, we'll go out and do that tour or we'll set something up ourselves. So we don't even know yet. Like, we'll see.
The Tone Deaf touring, like, they're booking this one coming up, I think, right?
It's Season of Mist got Ken Mode on it. And Hyborian's on that label too, and it's
okay.
I didn't even know about that just because Season of Mist got. I don't know if they've had High on Fire or like they have more of the heavy stuff, and and I don't think I've talked to anyone from that booking agency or anything. Usually Matt will email him, or he's better with that stuff. But I don't know much about him.
Yeah. It's
But
cool they're doing it.
apparently they worked some cool bands like Ken Mode's tight as hell. Hyborian's on their same label, and they're in KC. So we just like, hell, we'll just go, we'll do it. We like riffs, want to go to cities again. So
is there like certain cities you guys? I don't know. It's kind of a lowball question, but like, is there a city on this tour that's like, this is gonna be sick, like for sure gonna be solid type thing?
Minneapolis and Austin. For sure. Up north, like that's where all the freaks are at. They love heavy, weird music. Like they are into the same shit as us. And Austin, Texas, like they love the same stuff we're into. And those shows always end up being nuts. And I like seeing people have fun. So like we got our buddies out there. So I'm definitely excited to go to Austin and Minneapolis. Have you guys played Minneapolis? Like several, I'm sure you've played it several times.
Yeah, we've done like venues and then like house shows, and both have been awesome. There's this band from there called Self Evident, which are like really rad guys. We like experienced a really weird house show in South Carolina on some tour, and we just like, we don't really sound the same at all, but they're like good people, so like they help us out there. They've helped us out there.
That's
sure.
tight, and it doesn't even have to be the same music either. It's like everyone obviously listens to different shit, so it's tight. You guys get it, like you know when something's good. When it's good, it's good. Who cares what it is, you know?
Yeah, for real, man. It's been a minute since, like, last time we were in the States was 2014 for the dog year stuff, but it's so goddamn expensive for us to get down there that it's fucking I don't know how the hell we do it.
They're making it. It's crazy to get in and crazy to get out. Like
it's nuts, man.
It's just, I feel it's just going to get worse too. And I hope it gets better.
Yeah, me too. Well,
you know how shit is. You know how it's going.
I'm glad that at least it's pretty easy for Americans to come up and play. Because I helped book the Sabatini Yautja run, and I was dealing with the border shit, and it really wasn't that hard. Like, it's not a headache.
I've just heard horror stories. Luckily, we haven't had any shit go down, like with the going over the border or anything. It's just, I don't know how many buddies I've had where they couldn't come overseas, or like, I don't know, just getting into the U.S. is hard as shit, is what I've heard.
Totally.
Especially like, you know, it would be great to see you guys again. Hopefully, some point you guys will tour out here. I get it. Just getting into the U.S. I heard is insane. It's for bands.
Yeah, it's mostly just expensive to do it legally. It's like $1,000 easy, and that's before you even play a gig. You know, like.
Yep. So and it's like, you don't want to be like, there's the bands that can ask for guarantees and shit, and I don't know, you guys have been playing for a while. We all done house shows and shit, and most of the time we're not like, hey, we need a guarantee. We're just like, all right, we'll just, you know, hope that merch covers gas. And like, it's just one of those things. When you start doing shit like that, I can see why a lot of bands out of country it's hard to get here unless you're playing like, you know, stadiums or some shit. Good luck getting them out there. Like,
it's like, it's tricky. It's definitely tricky. It's feasible, but it's just like one of those investment in your band things. Just like, well, you know, it's probably good for us to make fans in the States, so like we'll just bite this bullet, and it was cool for us. It's with this new album, we've been kind of dormant for a couple years, and we, even in just the pre-orders, I can see like, like people in the States are just still ordering it, so it's kind of like, okay, you know,
you guys always get, like, I always see shit on Facebook about you guys, like it's nice seeing the name pop up, and it's always been popping up. So
yeah,
you guys all got shit going on. You say you got a little one at home, it's, you know, you got your jobs and shit. Like, you gotta, I don't know, you sacrifice a bunch of stuff, and you also kind of shit just changes fast. So you gotta go with it. You know, you guys all know.
Man, I'm the youngest in the band, and I'm 35. So like, you know, things definitely change, but. I don't know. It'd be cool. Well, maybe one day we'll like play some house show with Bobby or something. That'd be sick.
Yeah, dude. I think Canyons is still going. They've been around for a bit. And they just have so many member changes that it makes it hard for them to go out and shit. And they all got jobs too. And it's just, they've been around for a bit. They got other shit going on. So
Huh. I got a couple more things just to kind of ask here. I do these about this long, and then I kind of wrap it up. But
Yep.
what else did I say here? With the label, the Learning Curve. Those guys are from Minneapolis, I think.
Yeah, they got a bunch of good bands on there too. They like weird heavy stuff, and they're all I think it's Rainer. I think it's Reiner is what his name is, but he runs it, and he's in his Super Amphetamine Reptile. Like they've linked up, like they got like Unsane, all those crazy bands, and then Learning Curve has a band called Hammerhead on it. They have Gay Witch Abortion, if you've heard of them. They toured with like Gnomes and shit. They just like riffs. They're the same thing. They like crazy, weird riffs. So we hooked up with them. He's seen us play in Minneapolis a couple times. He saw we were into the same shit, and we're lucky we got to put something out on there. They're a cool label.
Yeah, I saw like they had posted like coming soon. So was it they hit you up like we want to put out your next release, or you sent them like here's the next release, or how to work?
It was we recorded the album. We didn't even we just record shit and we're like we'll throw it around. Or if someone asks us, like we kind of just threw it around to a couple labels, and I think he showed interest after a show and asked if we had anything we were doing. We're like, oh, we got a full length. So we sent it to him, and we got a label in Kansas City called High Dive Records. They've been helping us out. They're awesome. So we had High Dive do the record, and Learning Curve do the record, and then High Dive's doing CDs and tapes. So cool. It's he was just showed interest. We sent him it, and he's like, all right, let's do it. Like,
that's
cool.
awesome.
You guys got something you want to put out? Let's do it. So
hell yeah. Well, and the next question off of that was like, it seems I see a lot of press on you guys, like New Noise and like maybe Decibel or something, but like I don't know if there's a PR company working with you guys, or is it just the label taking care of that?
That's the label, and then for now, like we have Coran Reynolds. He runs a PR company called The Chain with Justin Pearson, and they're all into heavy, noisy stuff. And I think Reiner was just kind of showing people our music, and I think he just wanted to get some. I'm not used to being on labels that worry about PR and stuff, because I just done stuff through Facebook, Bandcamp. Like, I never went out of my way. If someone wanted to do an interview about something or just shoot this shit, or they had a blog spot and they reviewed the album, that's how we do it. But they felt like, all right, let's get this out there, and they like teamed up. So Coran's tight as hell. Yeah. He dug the stuff, and he just wanted to help us out. So cool. I mean, he hooked it up. I didn't expect any of that. Like I was expecting people to laugh at it, or like it sounds like it's like cruel. It's just we just like simple heavy music that that you want to get. It's a good way to. It's how we get our anger and shit out. Like, so we're just doing our shit. So I was expecting everyone to be like, "What the? This is such boneheaded, stupid." Like, so seeing that any of those people gave a shit, I was like, that's cool. I guess I just didn't expect it at all. Like,
hey, well, shit, man. Like, this is our first conversation that's been this long, our first conversation ever, and there's some real like genuine not genuinity, that's not a word, but the music's great. So I think with those guys, like when they hear it and they know you guys, it's like it's just coming from a real place, and that combined with it sounding really good, and just like there's a lot of whack musicians. There are people who do it for whatever reason, and to each their own, but I like, your music, when I hear it, it's like, it's just for whatever reason, it just feels real, feels honest, right? So
I think that's what we like. I've said this several times, but we've listened to your shit since, like a couple years. Like we're all, we all know several people, like same people. Like I think, we're all about, it's like an outlet. Like you can tell what people use it to get shit out and what people are using it to, like, they're trying to make money. And of course it's cool if you can make a living off of it, that's tight. But like your whole main reason for doing it is it should be, it's something, it's how you get shit out. Like,
big time. Yeah.
So it's nice seeing other bands you can pick up on it. Like, I get it. Like, people putting their heart into stuff. That's what it's all about. Like,
yeah. Well, and then you have a guy like Curran putting his heart into it because he believes in it too, you know.
Yep.
And it's cool when a dude
He
like
gives a
that,
shit.
yeah, gives a shit.
He's a writer. Like, he writes. It's the same thing, and he plays. They all play music. They've all played in several bands. Like, I feel like, why not help? You know, if you got a buddy that's in a band, like, help them out. Like, promote their shit. Like, it's cool seeing friends do shit, and like, I feel like everyone just kind of feels the same way, or it's just good people to be around. Like,
yeah, man. Well, and that's like kind of a big theme of this show is just to talk to people who are doing it for the right reasons. Just because it's like a small community and you lift each other up, and it just helps it sustain. It's super important. I really want my kid to fucking tour and meet rad people because they're the realest fucking people. The people who, you know, are sleeping on the concrete floors and stuff and playing 20 minutes after driving 6 hours. There's like a quality of person that is.
It's all worth
amazing.
it, being able to go out and meet people and hear their stories. It's an experience. Like, everything I've done, I don't regret any of it. Like, it's all worth it. You meet a lot of great people, friends you'll have the rest of your life. Like,
it's the truth, man.
Definitely worth it.
It's the truth. So fucking rights, man. I do that about this long, and then I do the thing called the Hibzine, which is we've been talking about the record, so I want to play something off the record.
Okay.
The whole record, like, if people listening, just fucking listen to it. But I figured like one of the tracks that was used as a single was the Astro Bastard, so it might be fitting just to put that in the show. So I'll do it after the fact.
Yeah.
Because I have to edit it, but this is Astro Bastard by Bummer off the Holy Terror record. And all right, cool. How do people find your shit then? It's bummerkc.bandcamp.
Yep. That, and if they're trying to, like, if they're just trying to stream it and shit, we have the whole thing on our Bandcamp, and everything else on there you can download like for free. Our
Cool.
newest shit, we are just trying to get a couple bucks, and that's just to cover expenses and shit. Like,
Yeah, but people should buy
if they're trying to grab physical shit, they can go to Learning Curve's website or
Word.
High Dive.
Okay.
They both got it on there, so
I'll have all the links in the description of this thing. There's links, actually, yeah, there's links on the Bandcamp to the LP and to the CD and cassette. So you can just go to Bummer KC and find it all. And you guys
if they want to stream shit, like it's on Spotify and all that shit too. It makes it easier because like if I can find a band on Spotify, it's sometimes the Bandcamp app's a little funky, like so we're on that shit too.
And Instagram too, you guys have?
Yeah, that's just shits, and I feel like Instagram's more useful than Facebook now, so I've been using that a little bit more.
It's I don't remember the tag. Is it just Bummer KC as well?
Yep.
Okay.
That's like for everything.
Cool.
Like, yeah.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, fuck, man. Thanks for doing this, man. Like, really,
thank you.
the
It's
album's
nice talking to you.
Yeah, man. The album's great, and I hope people check it out. And I hope you guys come up to Canada soon, and we can like hang in person. It'll be cool because the ice is broken now. So
same with you with your record. Like,
Yeah.
come down here. Like, I'm stoked as shit.
Hell yeah, man. Okay, cool, man. Thank you. I'll let you know when this goes up. It goes up on Monday, but yeah, I'll just close it off, man. Thank you, man. That was fucking awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, hope you feel better. Hope
Yeah.
your throat gets better.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys
see ya.
soon. Peace, dude.
Later, man.
Awesome. Sick. You could probably hear Tay crying in the background. But yeah, grab the record. It sounds super good and it's just mad catchy. Just riffs on riffs for real. Fucking awesome shit. Let me do these sponsors on the way out here. Oh shit, wrong one. Sorry, I gotta open it here. Okay, yeah, so Heartbeat Hot Sauce, heartbeathotsauce.com. Use promo code TakerWide5 to get 5% off of your cart. Go in on fucking like 12 bottles and save some money that way. You can also find it in stores across Canada and in the States. I think they're in Metro now. You can find them on Instagram and just keep up. They got merch and like hoodies and shit now. It's awesome, man. Heartbeat Hot Sauce. DFA Tattoos, 328 St. Catherine Est in Montreal. For your tattoos, dfatattoos.com. Find them on Instagram. Kevin Rigo of Hefner Toyota. If you or anyone you know is looking for a car and you're in Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, find Rigo at 3121 King Street East in Kitchener, and he'll help you out 100%. Toyotas. Sick. Ironclad Graphics is the screen printing shop in Kingston. They ship coast to coast. They're competitive with their pricing. I've used them for a long time. Very happy with their work. Ironcladgraphics.com. Dapper Beard Oil. If you want some beard oil and you want to save shipping, go to dapperbeardoil.com and use the promo code TakerWide free ship. You'll save the shipping. Really good beard oil and support small business. Just a homie doing it, trying to make it, and he's doing really well. Dapper Beard Oil. WellingtonBrewery.ca provide the beers, and DaveLevittPhotography.ca for photos if you need promos or basically if you need good photos or a website or a music video. Levitt is your man. If you guys haven't grabbed a shirt, grab a shirt. TakerWide.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Those go out Fridays. Instagram is there. I'm posting new episodes, and I need to start posting the old episodes again. Do Throwback Thursdays or something. And I don't know. That's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll be back next week. And yeah, love you guys. Thank you. Bye.